Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we're here for another episode of Discussions Konversations. This is just part one, I want to say, to a deeper dive, a deeper discussion that we're going to have with I4 Chapman. But real quick to start on, Chap, let them know where the people can find you at, all of that good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, you can follow me on social media at my personal page, I4 Chapman. I got my business page, NWOENT. I got my other, I have my clothing brand page, Orlando vs. the World. And I got my foundation page, the newest Orlando Foundation. You know, we got, and the reason why different pages to where my mama always told me, separate it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta separate it. So my foundation page, my community events, Toy Drive, Feed the Homeless, that's on the New West Atlanta Foundation. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's my 501c3, the New West Atlanta Foundation. Then like on merch, so I trademarked Orlando vs. the World and I trademarked New West Orlando. So doing my two trademarks, that's like my merch, that's the, you know what I'm saying, that's why that go in there. The I4 Chapman page is a mixture of a little bit of everything. And then the entertainment page is, you know, vibe like that, a podcast and different type of situation.
So, Chap, let's go. Not too deep, because we still got part two, part three.
Exactly, definitely, for sure.
For part one, let's give the people a brief introduction, like, what started you to do what you do? What started I4 Chapman? What started you to dive into the farming industry? Something like, what inspired you?
Yeah. Okay, so I'll start with the 501c3 part. So, all my life, I've always been like a giver. You know what I'm saying? So, that came from my parents. My parents, they always spoiled us. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, they spoiled us, is like me and my brothers and sisters, but they always taught us our morals and, you know, different type of situations. So, when I was a little kid, my mom, she had a nonprofit. So, when I'm like, in like 5th, 6th grade, I used to run around helping my mom with nonprofit stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she had a nonprofit called it was damn, it's gonna kill me. New Beginnings in Central Florida. That was it. New Beginnings in Central Florida. It was for teen unwed mothers. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know when females, teenagers, they get pregnant, a lot of times they get kicked out of the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They get kicked out of the house. So now when they get kicked out of the house, you know, okay. So my mom, she had a house for the females, so where they get Pampers, diapers, and all the type of situations. Pampers, diapers, formula, all the different things for them, and she also housed them. So when I was a little kid, I always seen that. So then when I got older, I always still like to give. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do. So, boom, my mom, she's my business partner on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the New West Atlanta Foundation. And then with the merchandise, then just the brand New West Orlando. So I've been in business now 10 years. And I wanted to represent Orlando. And I wanted to represent Orlando, but I wanted to represent the side I was from. You know what I'm saying? And that's the west side. But at the same time, too, a lot of times people, when they hear West Orlando, they think like, oh, negative, lock your door, dark cloud type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, ain't gonna lie, I'm not from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I always lived in Dr. Phillips, Windermere, you know what I'm saying, with the garden area type of situation. So me going to Olympia and Dr. Phillips, I'm meeting a lot of multi-millionaire people, but we in high school, we not knowing like, oh, this person is a millionaire. And back then, this before social media, so it's like we hung out with you or we fuck with you if you was cool, not, oh, this person got this many followers, or oh he pulled. If you lame, you lame. Like, it's simple. Like, you lame, ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So me just knowing different people, I'm like, well, I live in Windermere. That's the west side. You know what I'm saying? King Griffin Jr. live on the west side, you know what I'm saying? My partner who dad owns every Papa John's and Qdoba's in Orlando, and not just Orlando no more, 121 units, you know what I'm saying? They live in the west side, but I'm like, okay, but also too, some of my best friends from Carver Shores, some of my best friends from, you know what I'm saying, Ivy Lane, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so I'm like, damn, you know what, we want some new shit, you know what I'm saying? We want the new shit, we want a new vibe, new energy. I'm like, bam. New West Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the NWO vibe came out from there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what I did, like, I always just been like a known person and always had like a lot of cool relationships. But I'm just like really to the point to where like, what's the point of me just knowing everybody? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of me saying I rock with this person and I rock with you? And I'm like, okay, it might be a situation where I could probably help you out just off of my phone. And they're like, oh, damn, well, yeah, I know that person. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to take the next person to 4, 5 different levels. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, everybody network. Everybody come together. It be good energy, good vibe. You know what I'm saying? If, you know, where you might meet somebody, and they be like, they gonna rock with you off of that person's face who introduced you. You know what I'm saying? Even if that person ain't even there no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I met you from, oh, okay, cool. So now every time that person see you, it's off their face. So now, when we networking, that's what kind of it's gonna go off of. So since it's gonna go off of that type of vibe, sure, you know what I mean? All like-minded individuals, shit, let's come together.
So, what's like pushing you, what's driving you, what's motivating you to continue to do what you're doing, like the great work you're doing here, not just in the city of Orlando, but honestly in the state of Florida. Like, what's continuing to drive you?
The vision, you know what I'm saying? To where like, it's the vision. I don't have no kids, but I want to set my kids up to like how Dr. Phillips set up the Phillips family. You know what I'm saying? People don't even realize Dr. Phillips is a real person. You know what I'm saying? He started off with this, and then of course, you know, generation down the line, they took it to a whole nother type of level. So that's what kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? So like the way saying way like how Morgan and type of, you know what I'm saying? So it's the vision. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact I might probably be dead and gone by the time like my kids or my, you know what I'm saying, nephews and like that take it to the, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it's working.
So you mentioned something about networking.
Yeah.
How important do you think networking is in the business?
That shit everything. You might have a Harvard degree. I might probably pass the 5th grade. But we both going for the same job, and this person, my cousin, used to trying to apply. You know what I'm saying? I might have played football with this person. I might not even be quote unquote qualified, but this person feel comfortable with me. And you might have all the brains, all the money, all the different situations like that, and be like, I don't know, there's something about that man. But he's smart though. He'd be like, I'm just going on this route with my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? And I can tell him how, you know what I'm saying, how I feel, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's everything for relationships.
So you talked about being in business with your mom. She's
Yeah.
part business owner with
Yeah.
for the foundation. How was it like with your mom having that relationship?
It's dope. And it's like, it's two ways. It's cool as hell because she's a business partner and my mom. So it might be a situation where I might be out somewhere lit. She's sending me a text about, boom, I just sent off the sales tax. I'm like, oh, I would have missed that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Type of situation. But then at the same time, too, like, you can't say everything. You can't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's so funny, right? So when I first started off, even when it been like my mom, she seen the vision bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? I had the idea. I wanted to come up with some shirts, you know, type of situation. So she found me a spot in the Magic Mall. So she decorated it. She set it all up. But when I came in, I'm like, Mom, this look like a insurance office. I was talking about she went and got plants. She went and did the whole thing. I'm like, my nigga, like, since you got it, then. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, well, Mom, let me, you know what I'm saying? So then she let me start doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? She let me, so the pictures, we start, you know, we spray painted the wall, you know what I'm saying, all that type of thing. And she started seeing it more, so she's like, all right, we're going to work like that. So like, or anything like this, or entertainment stuff, my mom don't care. She don't care about none of that stuff. Only thing she really care about, as long as it's clean, it's not hurting the brand, and like the foundation stuff. That's her base. You know what I'm saying? If anything is foundation situation, my mom want to be a part of. This stuff, she don't care about.
Yeah, she
don't care about whatever.
So that's really the importance in kind of having the division and the different brands and having that separation.
Yeah.
That way you don't have that bleed over and mess with the division.
Yeah. And also too, I can say it definitely helped me out in business because of now, not saying how you, I'll never no rude person, but how you come across and how you say things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Text messages ain't the best way to try to communicate, you know, you talk about the business. You know, I know for a fact, if I'm trying to tell my mama's son, and I'm trying to text her, baby, what is this? Like, what is it? Same thing until now, if the next person is a business person. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, all right, we might do business together, and I'm trying to explain you to this. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a voice note. You know what I'm saying? To where, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, look, I got this idea, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you at least can hear my tone. You can hear what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So, this is the way I can communicate. It helped me out long term just from starting off with, you know, being with my mom.
That's real. So, again, we don't want to dive too deep because this is literally only part one.
For sure.
What's to come with Discussions and Conversations at I4 Chapman. One more time, let the people know where they can find you at, where they can follow you at, where they can donate, all of that good stuff to progress the vision.
No, for sure. So, ain't like donations. We love donations. You know what I'm saying? We love donations. You know what I'm saying? So, the New West Orlando Foundation. So, we got NWO_Foundation on Instagram. The website is thenewwestorlandofoundation.com. My personal page, I4 Chapman. If you want some merch or something like that, Orlando vs. the World. If you want to tap in and do a event, you can follow me at NWO_ENT. And before I get out of here, I definitely want to give a big shout out to Gifts of Nature. You know what I'm saying? Orlando based brand. They huge. They got drinks. They got gummies. They anything you want to do, like, you know what I'm saying? That's yours. You can have that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we vibing, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Gift of Nature. Shout out to everybody over there, you know what I'm saying? They A1 great people, you know what I'm saying? Mike. And I said, like, Orlando. They from Orlando, you know what I'm saying? Type of thing. But they just in different worlds. So they in different worlds. Like, I'll show you what's going on over here. You know what I'm saying? So, networking.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Discussions and Conversations. A special thank you to I4 Chapman.
No, thank y'all for sure.
Event, man.
Yeah.
Again, bro, this has been great. This has been a great event. We've been able to network with a lot of people.
Yeah.
We're grateful for people like you in our city that are able to have a vision that's able to put people on platforms that they never thought they'd be able to get into.
Yeah.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is I4 Chapman. This is Discussions.
I like your hat too.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
So again, Discussions and Conversations, I4 Chapman. This is only part one. We're looking out soon for what's to come, ladies and gentlemen. Discussions and Conversations. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah.